The Evil Village Helper Part 2, The Tragic Revelation. Another victim. A rooster crows as the village stirs awake. A group of villagers gathering outside a hut, murmuring in fear. A young man, Bako, lies on the ground, his body rigid, his eyes wide open but lifeless. Alaba whispering, "It's happening again, just like Mamatala." Bisola, "He was healthy yesterday. What happened?" Amara pushing through the crowd, her face etched with concern. She kneels beside Bako and feels his cold skin. Amara, softly, "No fever, no wounds, nothing. This doesn't make sense." A hush falls over the villagers as Nuru steps forward, his expression unreadable. Nuru calmly, "I saw him last night. He asked me for medicine for a headache." Gasps spread through the crowd. All eyes turn to Nuru. Emmanuel, angrily, "So it was you again? First Mamatala, now Bako." Helen, "You call yourself a helper, but people are dying after you help them." Tension builds. Some villagers step back in fear, others clench their fists in anger. Nuru remains still, his expression void of emotion. Amara, firmly, "We don't know what happened yet. We must think carefully before we accuse anyone." Despite her words, doubt flickers in her eyes. Night falls. Amara walks alone toward the outskirts of the village, a lantern in her hand. She hesitates before entering Nuru's hut, heart pounding. Inside, shadows flicker on the walls. Strange herbs hang from the ceiling, and a strong scent of burning incense fills the air. The atmosphere is tense, unsettling. She spots a worn leather journal on his table and hesitates before flipping it open. She scans the pages, eyes widening, seeing scribbled words.
"Sacrifice is the only way. The price must always be paid." Suddenly a floorboard creaks behind her. She gasps and spins around. Nuru stands in the doorway, watching her silently. Nuru, coldly, "You shouldn't be here, Amara." Amara, demanding answers. "What is this, Nuru? What do you mean by sacrifice?" Nuru exhales deeply, his expression unreadable. Nuru, softly, "You wouldn't understand." Amara, angrily, "Then make me understand. People are dying, Nuru. If you're hiding something, tell me now before more lives are lost." Nuru stands abruptly, pacing. His hands tremble as he speaks. Nuru, "I never wanted this. I only wanted to help. But help comes at a price. A long time ago, I made a choice, and now I cannot escape it." The air grows heavy. Amara's eyes dart to the journal, realization dawning on her face. Amara, whispering, "You're cursed, aren't you?" Nuru, hoarse whisper, "Yes." Flashback sequence. The screen fades into the past, showing a younger Nuru, desperate and broken, kneeling before an old shaman deep in the forest. Shaman, ominously, "Life and death are bound together. If you wish to save, you must also take." A dark ritual unfolds. Blood drips onto the forest floor. The wind roars. Nuru screams as unseen forces engulf him. His fate is sealed. Amara, shaken, You've been taking lives to keep others alive." Nuru doesn't deny it. His silence is answer enough. Nuru, quietly, "I tried to control it. But the curse doesn't care. It demands balance. Every time I save someone, another must suffer." Tears well in Amara's eyes as realization crashes down on her. The villagers' fears were right, but Nuru wasn't just a monster. He was a man drowning in his own curse. Outside, the villagers grow restless. News of Amara's visit to Nuru has spread. They gather with torches, fear and rage in their eyes. Helen, shouting, "We can't let him stay. He's cursed. He's killing us." Emmanuel, "We must drive him out, or worse." Inside Nuru's hut, he and Amara hear the angry cries. Nuru's face hardens. Nuru, whispering, "It's starting." Amara rushes to the door, panic rising in her chest. Amara, pleading, "Nuru, you have to explain. You have to tell them the truth." But Nuru shakes his head, his eyes darkening as shadows begin creeping toward him. Nuru, "The truth won't save me now." Outside, the villagers storm toward the hut, their torches casting wild, angry flames in the darkness. To be continued. The villagers are out for blood. But is Nuru truly the villain, or the victim of something far more sinister? The truth will come at a cost. Will Amara be willing to pay it? Do you believe Nuru deserves to be punished or saved? Comment below, and don't forget to subscribe for part 3.